撃魔術しか発動できないの？
いつも通りだと。
He was your rank ass buff bot, man, and you ditched him. All right, Jack of all trades, episode 4. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let's go ahead and start.
この光景も今日で最後か。
おはよう、兄さん。おはようございます。
3人ともおはよ
う。いよいよ最終日ですね。
ああ、無事に帰ってこられるよう気を抜かずに頑張ろう。
ねえねえお兄さん、ちゃんと達成できたらご褒美もらえたりすると嬉しいな。
Wouldn't that be nice?
おい、ご褒美って何か欲しいものでもあるのか？うん。ねえソフィア。オルンさん、このまま野天の銀都にいてくれたら。
Oh yeah, they did talk about that. I don't know. I think he's gonna make like his own group or something, but maybe they could join at some point, or there's a few possibilities. Yeah, we saw the hero party kind of go in near the end of last episode. The stuff that he talked about that they kept failing at. They got their new member. Okay. Oh wait, are we gonna be able to watch them in action? Okay. Oh my god, talking about him like that. Okay. You got a cute green-haired girl in your party? Sometimes that completes it. I love this. Now we can finally see their perspective.
第94層到達で名高い勇者パーティーに参加できて光栄です。
こちらこそ光栄だ。フィリーは西の大迷宮の第100層まで到達した実力者だ。ようやくこのパーティーにも本物の不要術師。
God damn, you really gotta hate on him that much. Real enchanter.
期待してるわよ。ありがとうございます。それに私のためにこんな歓迎会まで。
口うるせえオルンもいなくなったし、パーッとやんねえとな。あの野郎が管理してた帳簿を見て驚いたぜ。たんまり金を。
I really want to see more flashbacks with them and how the party operated.
お金は使わなきゃ損じゃない。
フィリー、ようこそ勇者パーティーへ。
Time to get drunk.
すみません。皆さんに至急確認したいことが。お客様ですか？
構わない。続けてくれ。
ですが。
問題ない。
では、オルンさんが野天の銀都と大迷宮に潜っていると耳にしたのですが、なぜそんなことになっているのですか？
オルンが野天の銀都と。
ちょっと、なんで
Yeah, he looks a little bit shocked.
あれだけ実力不足だって言ったじゃない。
あいつはまだ自分が S ランクで通用すると思ってんのか。
どういうことです？私のいない間に何があったんですか？
They all waited till she was gone to kick him out. That's what it was.
あの金曜日、オルンは3日前にパーティーを抜けたわよ。私たちは見切りをつけられたってことですか？
まるで俺たちが捨てられたみてえな言い方だな。逆だろ。
紹介しよう。彼女がオルンの代わりに加わった不要術師だ。
はじめまして。オルンさんを入れ替えるという話にはずっと反対していたと思いますが。
おい、新しい仲間がよろしくって言ってんじゃないか。
落ち着け、デリック。
What the hell? Immediately grabbed the sword?
オルンの実力ではこの先通用しないと。
わかりませんね。このパーティーの要は間違いなくオルンさんです。彼がいたからこそ私たちはここまで来られた。
At least she realizes
オ
it.
ルンさんがいなければ私たちはこれ以上先には進めません。あんたの色眼鏡じゃあの器用貧乏は優秀なのかもしれないけど、世間であいつは評価されていないの。
Well, because
それにもう済んだことよ。
and you guys like literally you made him look so bad on purpose.
今更かもしれませんね。
第92層で連携の確認をする。そこで問題がなければ次は第94層の攻略だ。
すみません、私のために。
気にするな。俺たちは仲間だ。
I mean, at least it's smart so you don't get your ass kicked by going to the highest place you've been at with a new party member.
私に自殺願望はありません。
自殺だと。
聞いたか。第92層に行ったら俺たち死ぬんだとよ。
意味わかんないんだけど。たとえフィリーさんが優秀な浮遊術師だとしても、
She's not gonna do
最
what
初の連携確認はもっと
he
浅い
did.
階層でやるべきです。
何言ってんだ。俺たちは第93層だって攻略済みなんだぜ。
第92層なんてちょろいもんよ。黒竜がいるんですよ。あの時勝てたのだってギリギリでしたが。
そりゃオルンがいた時の話だろ。
あの器用貧乏が足引っ張らなきゃ余裕
They
よ
really
余裕。
think that.
オルンさん抜きで真相
Those two feel like if anyone's gonna die, they're gonna be the first
これ
ones
は決
too.
定事項だ。拒否は許さない。
Oh boy.
剣が通らん。
下がれオリバ
Oh shit.
なんて重さだ。バフが切れるたびに全身に大量の重りをつけられたみたいだ。高難度もじゃ負担が大きすぎるぞ。フィリー、なんでこんなにバフが切れるんだ。
Cause
ごめんなさい。
they're
まだ感覚がつかめてなくて。
honestly, they underestimated and kind of like took advantage and took for granted Oren's presence, his like way he did things, and the way he like enchanted. I think a lot of the stuff maybe because maybe it was partly jealousy, partly maybe they messed up on something and then they just gave him all the blame because everything else had been so easy. But now they're going to notice firsthand without him gone or with him gone that they were only going that far because he was in the party. Yep.
何やってるのよデリック。
ー。悪い手元が狂った。くそなんなんだ。あんなの軽く防げてたじゃないか。
Because you were getting like these buffs and shit that you said were horrible.
アネリ、真面目にやれ。
He was like making all of them more powerful than they are, huh?
弱い攻撃魔術しか発動できないの。
いつも通りだと。
Yeah. This is hilarious. This is way better than I could have
は
imagined.
るかに優れているはず。一体どうなってい
It's
るんだ。
because he's been buffing you and he was super good at it. He had like the highest buffs.
なんとかしろ。
アネリ、奴の側面に回り込め。
He was your rank ass buff bot, man, and you ditched him.
フィリー、魔獣の次の攻撃を読んで教えてくれ。
無理です。
全体を見て戦況を把握するのも浮遊術師の仕事だろう。
すみません。現状は支援魔術だけでいっぱいいっぱいで。もう頼りになら
Yeah,
ないわね。
see, you
デリック
guys really took him for
調
granted.
子じゃない。俺だってそうだ。剣の威力が今日は全く出せていない。ルーナには俺たちの不調の原因がわかるのか。
She mentioned it already.
仲間ですか。仕方ありませんね。あなたたちが弱くなった原因は。
Oh, well, first of all, don't get slaughtered for... Oh, there's the dragon!
なんでお前の方からやってくるんだよ。
This reminds me, I can only... I mean, there's probably a lot of RPGs I've played that have had similar, but I can only account this to old school buffing where, like, one of the first MMOs I played, like, you were significantly weaker when you didn't have buffs on. And I called them a buff bot because I would go into the place. There's this old game called Asheron's Call, and I would go into a place and I would get, especially when I wasn't playing a mage or anything that I could cast my own buffs, I would literally go to a buff bot. It would buff everything on me to like level 7 or whatever, the highest rank. And then it would buff all my weapons and everything too. And these were things I couldn't do myself. And without them, I would never be able to fight in the dungeon or in the area I was at. If I tried to go without them, I would get slaughtered and I would have to be at a way lower level. This is what they're getting in real time. It's not that they forgot, they ditched their buff bot. Oh man.
黒竜はボスエリアの外には出ないはず。 どうしてここに。
逃げましょう。
誰が逃げるか。
そうよ、やっつけてやる。オッケー。
フィリー、なんでデリックにバフをかけなかった。
And she doesn't real. Yeah.
なんでオルン以上の不要術師が。
ファイヤージャベリー。嘘でしょ。
Yeah, you guys are way not ready for this. Without your normal buffs, obviously.
みんなどうして。
撤退するん
It
です。
confirms you would never have gone this far without him.
しっかりしてください、オリバーさん。
あれは奴の最大ブレス。
撤退するしかありません。時間を稼いでください。
わかった。フィリー、フィリー、しっかりしろ。
私
Yeah, get the hell out of there. Yeah.
急げ。魔力収束。
Hopefully you don't get one-shotted.
行くぞ、黒竜。
もっと魔力収束しないと。
そんな暇はない。食らえ、転戦。
It's not gonna do enough. Maybe just enough to. Is this satisfying for anyone else? Like,
ルーナ、教えてくれ。どうしたら俺たちは
you're learning a
どうしたらいいんだ。
very hard
それを
lesson.
決めるのがリーダーの役目でしょ。しっかりして
You were so confident because you couldn't. You guys never got beaten with him there.
仕方ありません。気まぐれの扉を使いましょう。気まぐれの扉は大迷宮内でのみ使用できる緊急退避用の魔道具。
Well,
使
yeah,
った場所と他の場所との空間を強引につなげることができる。
that's the item you always hope you have.
しかし
移動先は上層から下層までのボスエリアがランダムで選ばれる。
Too bad they don't have those golems from
移動した
Frieren.
直後に別の
Get the
フロアボ
fuck
ス
out of the dungeon and defend you.
それでも真相のフロアボスである黒竜を相手にするよりは何倍もマシです。
みんな準備はいいな。行くぞ。
It's like, you got a dud. It doesn't work. That'd be pretty horrendous. Oh, so it makes a portal. Get the fuck in the portal. Oh shit.
扉が広い。
Or the. Oh no. Wait, the dragon can go in the portal? What have you done? What have you done? When is that ever a thing?
助かった。
So Oren's gonna have to. They're gonna have to fight it out there.
最悪の状況ですよ。
黒竜はどこかのボスエリアに移動したってことか。
このままじゃ何も知らない探索者が黒竜に襲われてしまいます。
I've never heard of that either.
ギルドカードの機能で迷宮内にいる人たちを強制的に外へ避難させるんです。
それしかなさそうですね。
Well, that's
だがギルドから何らかのペナルティが。いや、
that's pretty OP though. The guild can bail you out.
とにかく急ごう。
待ってください。二人を置いていくつもりですか。強制送還を依頼した後ですが、速やかに黒竜を討伐しなければなりません。
ああ、
そのためにもフィリーさんとオルンさんを入れ替えるべきだと思います。
本気で言ってるのか。
オルンさんに私たちの失態を尻拭いさせるのは気が咎めますが、今は彼の力が必要です。
Maybe he'll have already taken care of it by the time.
黒
Possibly?
竜が現れる前、あなたたちの不調に対して
I would hate for that to be
呼びかけましたね。
off screen.
あなたたちは正常です。何も変わってなんかいません。
じゃあなんで俺たちはこんなに調子が悪いんだ。最強の技転戦ですら傷一つつけられなかったじゃないか。
Because you don't have your normal
答えは
buffs.
簡単です。オルンさんがいないからですよ。その説明の前に支援魔術に共通する効果はご存知ですか。
ああ、効果の上昇値はバフをかける術者によって決まっていて、効果の持続する時間はバフを受ける側によって決まる。
Oh,
不要術者
okay.
は 基本的にバフが切れる前に再度バフをかけ直さなければならない。その平均時間は3分くらいだったはずだ。
だいたい合っています。ですが勇者パーティーの皆さんは魔力抵抗力がかなり高く、バフをかけても2分も持ちません。
Oh, it actually makes that last less.
1分程度しかバフを維持することができないんです。
そんなの初耳だぞ。
オリバーさんは不要術師泣かせの体なんです。
Ah.
それを上手に管理していました。
I love how more complicated that is. Like, it's something you wouldn't even think about because they have such high, strong magic resistance, which would help you in a battle. It's like they were specifically, the way their party is, they have to have an enchanter that's specifically good for them because, seems to be one guy. Because the way they're set up, their party works when all the pieces are together. Literally, the definition of a good party and why they worked out is every piece was there. But you can say, Orin was their most important piece. And maybe they wouldn't have that strong of magic resistance or whatever without him. But the way they set I'm not exactly sure how that works. But when that's just how it works. And I mean, that's just exactly how it goes, I guess.
オルンの実力は明らかに他の不要術師に比べて劣っているんだからな。
そんなことオルンさんは理解していましたよ。そこでオリジナル魔術をいくつも開発して欠点を補っていたんです。
オリジナル魔術？
嘘よ、そんなの。
And there's no way he's ever joining your party permanently again. That just isn't
他
happening.
の不要
So
術師の足元にも及ばなかったじゃないか。
いいえ、違います。オルンさんが開発した中にあるんですよ。効果を50倍以上も上昇させることができる魔術が。
that's insane.
ありえません。あの野天の銀とのセルマさんですら支援魔術の上昇値は約10倍と言われています。
信じられないかもしれませんが、これは事実です。
じゃあ俺の転戦はオルンの支援魔術ありきの攻撃だったと。
その通りです。オリバーさんの転戦やアネリスさんの攻撃魔術はこの50倍上昇の恩恵を受けていました。
That's insane.
そこにあぐらをかいて
You were way strong. Yeah, you were way stronger because of that.
オルンさんの支援魔術込みの攻撃を自分の実力と勘違いしていましたね。最近では簡単に発動できる中級魔術ばかり使っていましたし、
And they were overpowered because of his
集
buffs.
力を要
But
する特級魔術なんてもう使えないかもしれません。そんなことって。
じゃあ俺の守りもあいつに支えられてたってのか。
ええ、そうです。さらに言えばオルンさんのオリジナル魔術は
yeah, and what I was talking about, like buffing swords and weapons and
バフが
defense.
切れた時に体が急に重く感じることもありません。
Yeah, like pretty much what I stated earlier about like the buff bot, like buffing every single your equipment, your weapons, and all your stuff. And without those spells being added or whatever, you are significantly weaker than normal. But in the game I played, you have to. That's just how you advance. You have to just be buffed at all times with the highest spells to be able to. I mean, you would be going into significantly lower dungeons if you weren't. So in this case, I think what they're going to have to do is change how they're going to have to go to lower places, obviously, and kind of start from the ground up in working their spells, working to a different enchanter, obviously, but they're going to have to do stuff for themselves because the way he does things is not a normal sequence. Like he's a super overpowered, like those original spells he does. Like it's not a normal thing in this world. Now, if you get all enchanters to be able to learn those original spells and do that, then it would be a regular thing and you need one in every party, which I think is probably something that would eventually happen over time in a world like this when they're just getting used to classes and parties and like roles and all that stuff. Honestly, this is my favorite episode so far.
ご理解していただけましたか。
ああ、今さらだがな。
勇者パーティーだ。
真相に潜ったと聞いたけど、もう帰還したのか。
新しい不要術師との連携もバッチリだったんだな。
さすが勇者パーティー。
And they're running.
何が勇者だ。 俺たちは迷宮にいる全ての探索者を危険にさらしているんだぞ。
So I guess next episode we're gonna see the
パ
fight.
ーティーと呼ばれる資格はない。くそ、一度は黒竜を倒したんだ。俺がこの手で、俺だ、俺が倒したんだ。俺の勇者パーティーが。
But you were getting ridiculous
オ
buffs.
ルンありきのパーティーではない。
You're still thinking like that? Bro. You're gonna get yourself and other people killed. This is my favorite episode because we got to see some comeuppance. We got to see some, like, sometimes you don't get this side, or it's like really fast and it's like a revenge type thing. He didn't have to go and like seek revenge on them or anything like dumb like that in this case. They literally just got like a absolute shown to them how weak they are without him. They got it right to their face. Full on, like, I'm actually shocked he's still able to, like, it's just denial. That's all it is. Him shouting that they don't need him or still. We're probably going to get the Black Dragon fight next episode, but I think you guys need to let me know what you think, but this is my favorite episode. I think this might kick off like some good, really good episode. I think this is like when the show is going to start getting really, really good, because we kind of, you know, we slowly started like learning and you know, it happens sometimes with the first few episodes, but this one really like made me invested. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely now's the time. Subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Check out the Patreon if you want to support the channel, get uncut reactions, exclusive shows. That link is down below, patreon.com/ajrich123. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.